Welcome friends, Offshore Accident Lawyers. Working offshore can be exciting, but it can also be dangerous. No matter how many safety precautions you take, accidents and injuries are common and sometimes fatal. Offshore workers can experience devastating injuries caused by dangerous conditions on offshore platforms, crew boats, jack-ups, rings. Common causes of offshore accidents. Offshore and oil field accidents are often preventable. They can happen during basket transfers, line handling, vessel collisions, and dividing operations. Many accidents are the same as you would encounter in many workplaces, such as equipment failures and slip and falls. But because working offshore is a more high-risk workplace environment, an injury may also result from a fire or explosion. Offshore accidents commonly lead to head trauma, spinal injuries, severed limbs, and other serious injuries. These injuries are often specifically caused by oil rig injuries. Workers on oil rigs use complex and cumbersome equipment to drill and perform. Many workers are not properly trained on how to use the needed equipment, which increases the risk of offshore accidents caused by human error. Deck accidents. The deck of an oil rig can be a chaotic environment where pressurized workers must constantly be on high alert. Workers are surrounded by trip hazards, fall hazards, electrical hazards, crush hazards, and pinch point hazards. They can easily be struck by heavy equipment, slip on wet surfaces, or fall when the sudden launch of the vessel causes them to lose their balance. Seventh is equipment failure. When equipment on offshore fails, it can result in a number of severe injuries. Workers can be burned or electrocuted, crushed, and even lose limbs. Operating machinery on oil rig requires a high level of caution to prevent injuries from occurring. Fires and explosions. While not common, fires and explosions are some of the most deadly causes of offshore accidents. They can happen as the result of improperly stored fuel, properly maintained pipelines, collisions between vessels. When there is a fire, workers may have to jump off the rig into the ocean, often from a height of at least 100 feet. Even though workers are typically trained in the proper way to jump, the stress of the situation may result in a jump that leads to a severe injury or drowning. Accidents caused by fire and injury can lead to life-altering injuries and even the loss of an entire vessel. Others vessels. Injuries also commonly occur on tugboats and barge gauges. These include failing overboard, tow lines, handling heavy lines. If helicopters are used to transport workers offshore, there is a risk of injury from a helicopter crash. But because working offshore is a more high-risk workplace environment, an injury may also result from a fire or explosion.